So now that we've seen how Canopy and IPython notebooks work, let's take a look at variables. Variables are a very important concept, and I think the easiest way is just to take a look at some examples. So now that we have set a to equal 1 and b to equal 2, we can create a third variable, c, by simply adding the first two variables. I've given these variables the very boring names of A, B, and C, but of course you can call your variables whatever you want. We could have called them Bob and Sue if we wanted to, whatever strikes your fancy. A word of warning though, it's a good idea to give your variables either simple names or something that is in some way meaningful to you. So since these variables that we have defined, A and B, are numbers, we can do some mathematical operations with them as well. And we can also do some logical operations, like finding out whether A is greater than or less than B. Now this all works fine because A and B are numbers, so if we add A and B, that's just the same as adding 1 plus 2, and that gives 3. If we put quotation marks around 1 and 2, however, we see a different behavior when we try to add them together. So what's going on here? Well, when we put the quotation marks around the thing that we're defining as a variable, then Python is no longer going to treat it as a number. Now it is treating the 1 and the 2 as a piece of text instead. It's treating them as strings. You can think of strings as words, if you like, or parts of words. In any case, here it's treating the 1 and the 2 as a kind of word rather than as a number. And as you can see, we can also do manipulations with strings, just like we could with numbers. So try playing around a little bit with some variables, some number or integer variables, and some string variables, and see what you can do. Next time we'll take a look at some of the more interesting things that we can do with variables to get us going towards doing some corpus analysis.